Hello and welcome, everybody. This is yet another episode of The Day After, where we take the opportunity to discuss the day after the Global Champions League and look back at a wonderful victory for Razorback International, powered by Kingsland Equestrian. We have been waiting, we have been asking the question all season long, when will they finally get there? And finally, yesterday, the team powered by the two Philipps were able to get over the line and not only deliver a win, but deliver a clean sheet that propels them right up the overall championship rankings in sensational fashion. We did see Stars get onto the podium. We did see New York Empire get onto the podium. So it was a rather intriguing day in the south of the Netherlands here in Valkenswaard. We are joined by one of the Part 2 Philipps that join us here in Razorback International, and Rosie Turner joins us as well. Welcome to the show, lady, gentlemen. Philip, if you don't mind, Rosie, welcome to Valkenswaard. I'm excited for you to get to experience your first, what they call Dutch summer. There's not much of it, but you managed to survive yesterday, the wind, the rain, and the fantastic action in the ring?
It's just a little bit colder than everyone told me it would be. My weather app said lovely and warm. But no, it was fantastic yesterday, actually. And a lot of drama that went on, which I know we'll get into the show. I won't go into it now, but a lot of drama. But what I loved so much about round 2 yesterday is, I don't know if you agree with this, but to me, it felt like a jump-off in a way. It was so tense at the top with those last teams, putting pressure on each other. A lot had to go fast. We saw a few mistakes because of that. It felt like a jump-off.
We were discussing yesterday in the post-studio, the team, about how dramatic round 1 felt and how dramatic round 2 felt, because so often all the drama comes in that second round, and round 1 can often just feel like a stepping stone to round 2. Philipp, Weishaupt, welcome to the show. I wonder if, with a clean sheet and no faults going down, did it ever feel dramatic for Razorback International? Because you were the only team that made it look very comfortable and very easy out there. Did you guys feel any of the drama around you yesterday?
Yeah, we were a little bit in our bubble, you know. We didn't really see the last 4 teams before us jump, so we were already preparing our warm-ups, and we had our very clear plan to go clear, try to leave the poles up, and so we didn't really see the whole drama what happened, but it was good because we had 2 teams after us. And knowing they had to go clear, we put enough pressure on them, and thank God that worked out.
It was also a tricky one yesterday, because I spoke to a lot of riders, including yourself, during the course walks, and actually particularly for round 1, a lot of riders were saying, actually, this is a pretty fair course. None of us are thinking, oh, wow, this is a tough first round. And then to see so many faults come down, do you think there's an element mentally there of when you see a course that is, I wouldn't say simple, but a fair course, that you relax a bit?
I think this is the course designer knew exactly what he's doing, and also I think this massive, spectacular ring here in Valkenswaard is giving the rest. It's a hard ring to jump because it's so open, everything. And there's a big grass field here, and you have always this long ways in between, so you don't have this really short, tricky lines like we had it last week in London. So everything is just more open here, a bit more flat, and then the horses get a rail here, a rail there. So it's not like 3 or 4 strides and like related line here and there. Everything is a little bit open, and it feels walking a little bit easier. But as we could see yesterday, it isn't easier.
Philipp, how much do you drown out the noise? Because if I think about the season that Razorback have had, which, by the way, up to 2nd place on the overall rankings. And we've talked all season about how Razorback maybe have just been missing that extra spark. They haven't been able to get over the line. They haven't had the stage win. They're 2nd in the championships, just shutting everybody up. But how much of that noise do you as an athlete listen to? Because you might have people like myself, like Rosie, Frederick, whoever. Where's the Razorback victory? Where's the clean sheets? Why aren't they doing what they did last year? You're proving us wrong now at the right time. But how much of that do you shut out, or how much of that naturally creeps into the mind of a rider?
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not really listening too much to what you're saying.
That's the answer I want. That's the answer I want, because I imagine it can start to play a part if a rider lets that in. So it's good to block it out.
No, exactly. Every show is new again, and of course we tried this season the same as we did last year. But of course, at one point, we knew after 2 exceptional years we had in a row that we can't just go on like that, and we knew that there will be a little bit of a hole coming. And then of course also with the Olympic Games this year, the schedule was even tighter. And then we said, okay, but now in the second half we really gear it up. We couldn't win any Razorback at home, at our home soil. Then London
that hurts,
yeah. But even more disappointing was actually we had great horses, great riders in last week in London, and that was disappointing. I think we were 8th or something. It was really disappointing because there we thought we're gonna start stepping it up, but now thank God we are late enough. But we are still able to put some pressure on it. And I spoke to some of the girls in the Iron Dames team, and they were like, "Oh, now it's only 30 points. Okay, it's still a lot. I know something really dramatic has to happen, but at least we are trying to put some pressure on them now."
And in terms of the tactics yesterday as well, the season hasn't gone exactly like last season had. Elements to that. Why do you think that's happened? Because I know you said to me yesterday, we've changed a lot of the teams throughout this year. That round 1 was one team, round 2 was another. We brought new horses in, but yesterday you stuck with the game plan and stuck with the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday we brought the 2 best horses we have here at the competition, the safest 2. The really experienced horses, which helps on this ring. Kobe on grass is exceptional. Just last year, he won a 5-star here, and he was 2nd in the Global Tour Grand Prix here. So he's very good. He loves the ring here, and it felt him so easy on a ring like last week in London, on a smaller sand ring. He has a little bit more difficulties, but here he feels like home. And it was just this year. It just didn't go as smooth as it was. We had a lot of lucky situations and a lot of luck on our side also in the last 2 years. But this year it was just something. The extra was a bit missing, and then we started also to change our plan a little bit and